My beloved brothers and sisters, isang magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Magandang umaga po, and at least for the very last time as a faithful, we greet each other Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Maligayang Pasko po sa inyo. Pakibati naman po ang inyong mga katabi at maningil kayo kung hindi pa kayo napapamaskohan yan. Today, we formally end the Christmas season with the celebration of the baptism of the Lord. And to our dear pilgrims, my beloved brothers and sisters, we welcome all of you to the Manila Cathedral. And help me also welcome my dear brother priests from the Archdiocese of Madurai, India, with Father Anbu Selvam and with 10 other priests. We welcome them to our Mother Church. Welcome po, dear fathers. As I've said, we end today the Christmas season with the beautiful feast of the baptism of the Lord. And on this day, it is a good way for us to remember, or if you still remember, your baptismal day. Natatandaan niyo pa po ba kailan kayo bininyagan? No? Natatandaan niyo pa po? No? Ako po, nabinyagan ako April 6 of 96. Easter Vigil. No? Nung ako po ay bininyagan. Sana ho kayo ay natatandaan niyo pa po. At sana as you head home today, check your files and see the date of your baptismal day. And it is good for us to celebrate at least yearly our baptismal anniversary. Review lang po tayo ng ating binyag. Our catechism teaches us that this sacrament is part of the sacraments of initiation. Sacraments that would welcome us: baptism, confirmation, and the Holy Eucharist. But also the Catechism teaches us that the sacrament of baptism is the doorway to Christian life and the doorway to the other sacraments of the Church. Symbolically beautiful, at every doorsteps of our Church, you see in there the baptismal font for some, or the holy water stoup, na tawag nga po natin. You make or dip your fingers into the holy water, reminding you that you enter Christian life through the waters of baptism. Kaya po naroon yan sa mga pintuan ng ating simbahan. Kung di ka binyagan, you won't be able to receive confirmation, Holy Communion. You can't be married in the Catholic rites. Baptism ushered us to our life with God, our life with the Church, and our life being able to receive graces from God. Totoo po na ito ang una at ito yung pintuan. But for today's reflection, my dear brothers and sisters, let me ask you these questions. Naging binyagan po tayo, oo. Pero ano naman ang nangyari sa inyo o sa atin matapos nung tayo ay mabinyagan? What happened after baptism? What did baptism do to you? What were the graces, or maybe what are the graces we all receive, or what graces came out after our baptismal day? And today's readings for the feast of the baptism of the Lord may hopefully provide us with answers to the questions I gave. And let me put it this way. Baptism may teach us to live pleasing lives and also to help us bless lives. Ang mabuhay ng kalugod-lugod at magkaroon ng buhay na pinagpapala ang tao. Our first reading leads us to that challenge that to live pleasing lives and blessing lives, we have to be the voice of comfort to people, to be the voice that sounds tender. Mga tao na nagpapaalaala na tapos na ang mararahas na araw, ito na ang panibagong panahon para sa isang magandang buhay. Our second reading resounds the same challenge, that to reject godless ways, worldly desires, to live temperately, justly, and devoutly, is to live pleasing lives and blessing lives. And this is also beautifully recounted in St. Luke's story of the baptism of Jesus. Kakabit po ng kwento ng pagbibinyag ng Panginoon ay yung tinig na nanggaling mula sa langit. Ito ang pinakamamahal kong anak na labis kong kinalulugdan. This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased. Jesus, even before His baptism, even after His baptism, and up to us today, lived a pleasing life by being a blessing to others. Nung nabuhay si Jesus, hindi po siya naging pabigat sa tao. Naging magandang balita siya sa mga tao. He worked miracles. He was good news to all. At maganda po na ibalik ko muli yung kwento sa bawat isa sa atin. Ano po ang nangyari sa atin matapos nung tayo ay binyagan? What were the graces of baptism that you now hold on to? What did baptism do to you? What happened to you now? Who are you now after our baptism? Madami matapos po mabinyagan, susunod mo nang makikita sa loob ng simbahan sa dalawang events, sa kasal at sana naman, wag naman sa libing. Alam niyo po yun, KBL Catholics they call, Katoliko lang kapag kasal, sa binyag o binyagan, at sa libing. May iba po sa atin after being baptized or after their baptism, were not able to at least teach children to make the sign of the cross, to pray at least the basic prayers of Our Father, Hail Mary, Glory be. And even maybe other parents may not be able to bring, or di ko po alam kung anong dahilan, to at least bring their children to see what a church is. Na hindi man lang maparinig sa mga bata ano ba ang misa. Others after baptism embraced vices. Others after baptism were pain in the lives of people. Isa lang pong kwento. Minsan po dito sa Manila Cathedral, every first and third Sunday I officiate or preside our baptism. I think it was last year. After presiding one baptism, narito si brother, one of our servants reported to the office because his helmet was lost. Baka sabihin ninyo, helmet lang naman yan. Ba't naman napakalaking issue? No? Siyempre, safety ho yan. He lost his helmet. And as we were reviewing all the security forces here at the cathedral, we found out that the one who stole the helmet was a ninong to the baptism that I presided. No? Nanginig po talaga ako sa galit nun. Kasi tinatago pa nila yung nagnakaw. Kasi alam ko sa binyag, sinabi niya, tatanggihan niya ang kasalanan, mananampalataya siya sa Diyos, pagkatapos ng binyag, nagnakaw. Ano pong nangyari? Is that living a pleasing life and of blessing lives? We ask ourselves, my dear brothers and sisters, after and as I enjoy my days of being a baptized person, is my life a pleasing life to others? That whenever I would present myself in front of people, masasabi nila, ang gaan kasama ng taong ito. Siguro binyagan at katoliko ito. Kaya kapag kasama ko siya, panatag ako. Or even as we present ourselves in the presence of people, can we at least extend our hand as a sign of blessing? We were all baptized to live a pleasing life and to bless lives. When presence is given to others, when a friendship is strengthened, when faith is strengthened, when we lead others to God, kapag hindi tayo pabigat sa buhay ng tao, kapag nagiging mabuting balita at nagiging mabuti tayong tao sa madami, we live a pleasing life and of blessing others. If once more we are asking ourselves how to live well our baptismal identity, live a pleasing life and blessing lives. Give comfort, strive, lumaban, magpursigi, maging matibay at matatag para sa iba, maging lakas din po ng iba. And just like the Lord, live a pleasing life and blessing lives every day.